Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to my reading room. Today I have another March Mystery Madness reading update for you. Okay, so I've been showing you as I go along what I've been reading and stuff, and well, I got within the past week I've completed pretty much about half the books that I have said for had on my TBR, you could say. And so, but I'll start with showing how far I am in each of the different categories. First one is on my color. I'm not showing it on the screen or anything. It's but on this one I was reading Out with the Bang. It's the first novel in the Long Time Dying novel by Solomon Carter. This one is one that I did for Messier Gritty, and yeah, it was that was exactly what it was. And it started out with as missing persons case to a lot more into crime and stuff that I don't really want to really talk about much here. Put it this way, there's a lot of sexual stuff going on in all of that. But I gave that one a rating of a 3. It has some mystery elements to it, but I wasn't impressed with the book, so I rated it a 3. Okay, so then, like I said, I finished that on Friday. Then Saturday, well, also I forgot to mention, for around 2 weeks, I was about a week and a half to 2 weeks, I was having problems with my migraines where I'd start like with in an hour after I get up, and so I didn't get as much read during that time period, but on Friday or on Thursday evening, after my wife got off work, her and I went up to my daughter's up in Wisconsin, which is around 30-minute or low over drive for us up to where our daughter lives, and we were planning on, because my wife was helping her with some stuff on Friday, so I was pretty much sitting with their cat all day. My wife and I pretty much raised him, and because when she was in college, and also after that she had a job for 2 years, so she couldn't have them there. That's gave me time to do some reading, and that's what helped. That's how I helped me get through that first book I showed you, and so the next one is for the one for Lather. That's The Purity of Vengeance by Jussi Adler-Olsen. This is a Danish author. It's been translated into English. Can tell that the translator was British, because with some of the words and stuff I'm used to reading it up. I've read enough in English mysteries and stuff where I could knew what they were talking about there and stuff, and watching British shows. But this book is jumping around, you could say. It's about they're working on solving a few cold cases that with this one because they're finding out how some deaths like several deaths tend to seem related, and so they're working on that, and like I said, this is a Department Q novel, and it's a cold case unit, or it's pretty much 3 people in their office, and I'll put it that way. And but then on Saturday, my wife and I were going to be coming back Saturday morning. My wife was going to drop me off on her way to work. Well, see, her and my daughter didn't get done with the stuff they were doing until like 9:30 Friday night. That's how we were going back Friday. On Saturday morning, my wife doesn't care for driving in the dark, and I haven't driven for a number of years because of my migraines. But so on Saturday, so we got up Saturday. It was snowing out there. They already had over 4 inches of snow just from overnight, and they were saying that the interstate was pretty bad around there. So plus that they didn't clear the drive and parking lots and stuff where in my daughter's apartment complex till later in the morning, and after they got that done, they still hadn't shoveled the walks, and so so we were debating on whether to wait a little longer for them to do that, or to just come home, or if my wife should just call off work altogether for the day. She did call in the morning saying that we were snowed in, and after we made the decision for just making it where she went work Saturday and worked yesterday, and then she's working out day today because she worked Saturday. So yeah, so I was and my wife was helping my daughter out with some stuff after work then that day. So I got a chance to read this. I read over 100 pages from this book on Saturday, and I read a couple more chapters yesterday. But I'm under 200 pages to go. It's like 170 some pages to go, so I have left in this book, so I should be able to get it done this week, because like I said, I had a good reading weekend. So and the next one is from my, just showing you the e-reader again. This is on my Kindle Fire. I was reading the Sherlock Holmes book, or the last novel by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It's the collection of some Sherlock Holmes short stories, and I managed to finish it yesterday, and this one was pretty good. There were some times where it seemed to be a little slow and stuff, but there were a lot of interesting cases in here, and this, if I remember right, this is the last one with around the last of it with Watson. I gave it a rating of 4. And so that brings us up to where I'm at now. See, before I read some on Friday, if I remember right, or I did Wednesday anyway. That's of the Leavenworth Case with by Anna Katherine Green, and it takes place with the murder of a millionaire. I try not to get too in depth in with what I'm talking about, so that they don't spoil anything for anybody that might be interested in them. But this is first novel by Anna Katherine Green, and she was an influence with several authors that came later than her. See, this book came out in 1878. That means it came out even before the first Sherlock Holmes story came out. And this takes place in the U.S. in the New York area. But they're progressing along. It's slow but sure in the case, finding the clues and stuff. But things are starting to come together now and stuff. And see, I have around I have like 156 pages left to go in here, so in this book. And then I told you there was another book that I was hoping to read by the end of the month, and I also downloaded that to this reader also, and that is the Casebook of Sherlock Holmes, which is last of the Sherlock Holmes stories written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. So after I finish it, I can say I've read all this Sherlock Holmes books, and see I'm trying to finish it by the end of the week too. If I don't, I'm not too hard pressed. But I'm hoping to be done with all 3 of these. So we'll see how well I do. I'm going to be as soon as I get done here, I'm going to be starting reading some from this one again, because I do a rotation, and then see I have the first 20. I have 20 chapters done in here now. I'll be reading another 10 more. I've seen how close I can get to that today. So, well, that's all I have for this time. I'll be leaving you links below for all the other co-hosts of March Mystery Madness. We're within the final week now for it, and hopefully everybody's reading's been going good, as well as and hopefully they've been enjoying their read. So that's all I have for this time. So until next time, take it easy and keep on reading.